Yeah, today for you I have a little bit of a video of this 2015 Honda Accord Hybrid. Now this is my dad's brand new daily driver, and the reason he bought it is just simply because his 2009 Toyota Prius over here is 152,000 miles. There's nothing wrong with the car, it's been really good to us. It's just like, he worked really hard, and you know, he's driving this thing, it's got cloth seats, no cruise control, you know, no really any features, just AM FM radio, CD player, power everything obviously. And some good wiper blades really is what he's been dealing with, and a GPS from 2007. So he decided it was time to upgrade. That's usually what my parents do. They'll do their research and they'll pretty much pick the best car you can buy in the midsize sedan class. So here it is. This is what I think the best hybrid in the midsize sedan class is, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a full video of why I think so. So anyway, this is a 2015 Honda Accord Hybrid. Now the Accord Hybrid has some weird trim levels. It's kind of a mixture of an EXL, an EX, and a Touring. These hybrid trims are, at least. You can get them in it's called Accord Hybrid. You can get Accord Hybrid EXL or Accord Hybrid Touring. The Accord Hybrid has pretty much everything standard you can find in an EX and an EXL Accord of like a non-hybrid variant, except for it's missing a sunroof. The EXL does add a sunroof and leather seats, and that's about it. Also, I believe you do get, you also get fog lamps. And then the Touring adds the, it rolls in navigation and everything standard instead of having to option for the XL. There's a bunch of different little things you can add. I'm not going to go into that because it'll take me forever, but basically this is the hybrid, the entry-level hybrid, but it's also one of the top trim Accords, like in terms of pricing. If you look at the standard Accord all the way up to the hybrid, this particular one is right around $30,000, so that's the one I have in front of me. As you can see, this one does not have a key. Well, it does. It's integrated into this key fob back here. And this is the highest quality feeling key I've ever had to any Honda in my life. This piece down here is real chrome metal. It's not chrome plated, and it's just a really solid key. And of course, because it's a hybrid, you have blue accenting around. And something I really, really respect about this car is that to the untrained eye, it just looks like a higher trim Accord. It doesn't look like a hybrid. I mean, if you ignore the hybrid badging, and people aren't going to notice that, who aren't car people, that's something that, you know, I really like, because as having one of these in the family, every other question is, oh, you drive a Prius? Is it gay? Is it this? Is it that? I mean, in this car, it's, hey, you have an Accord. You must be doing well for yourself. So that's like kind of the, you know, the styling theme Honda went for, and I really appreciate that. As you can see, coming down the side, this is finished in the alabaster silver metallic exterior. And because it is a hybrid, it does have standard LED rear tail lamps, the rear decklet spoiler, the little chrome piece that all Accords get, and these unique hybrid rims. They are 17-inch Michelin Energies, and because it's a hybrid, it does have an aerodynamic fin, which is very nice. As you can see here, you have chrome around the windows, and a chrome door handle with keyless entry standard. Of course, you also have LED turn signals in the mirrors, as well as body-colored mirrors, and obviously bumpers and stuff like that, which is very nice. Alright, now coming down this side, you have something called Honda's Lanewatch System. It's pretty much a camera that activates when you have your right blinker on, and it will show you everything at least 2 lanes over, which is very nice for driving in the city especially. This car also does come standard with a blind spot monitoring system, and it also does have integrated blind spot notifiers in the mirrors, which is nice. So, go ahead and get in this one. Now it is keyless entry, so pretty much what you're going to do is have the fob on you in person, touch the handle to unlock, push to lock. So we'll go ahead and get inside. Now, something about all the new Hondas, if you went to a Honda showroom and you walked around and played with the doors and stuff, it's all extremely solid feeling in terms of build quality. Everything, the mirrors, the hood latch. I mean, I paid very close attention to this car when we were looking for it. And I went around to some of the refreshed CR-Vs and like some of the newer Honda models, and they all feel like this, which is something that I really appreciate. You can't find that in a new car these days. Well, you know, at least under some manufacturers. I'm not going to go ahead and name any, but coming to the interior, it does have a black cloth interior. Like I said, you can get the EXL, which adds a sunroof and leather seats, and then a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and some other light features. But the deal breaker for that one was basically he didn't like the amount of headroom he had with the sunroof. It wasn't like a whole price thing. It was literally not that much extra for an EXL. He hates sunroofs, and especially in smaller cars. In like a large car like the Pilot, he doesn't care. As you can see, you got a full 10-way driver's seat with power lumbar. It's all power, of course, and a really nice cloth pattern. Coming up here to the door panel, all the upper materials are padded. You have a nice padded leather insert with contrast stitching, automatic driver and passenger side windows, power mirrors, and power locks. You also have a chrome door handle, and a really nice kind of wood grainish accenting that the hybrid gets, and it looks really nice and it feels very nice. This is a very, very nice interior. And down here, the padded leather does continue, which I think is very nice. You also do have a working puddle lamp that all Accords feature, and a built-in cup holder. So that's very nice. What we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and start this one up. Start the car, put your foot on the brake, hit the red power button. Vehicle is running. It is a cold start, so the gasoline motor will come on right away to warm the car up. Go ahead and shut up the door. As you can see over here, you have automatic headlamps, your high beams and turn signal indicators. You also have your Lanewatch System. Activating the right blinker, it does activate a camera with guidance lines via that mirror, which is very nice. They don't do it on the driver's side, simply because it doesn't make any sense to have on the driver's side. You already have an integrated blind spot mirror anyway, so I understand why they did that. This is a fully electric power steering. Now, I did test drive this car at the dealership, and it is a completely normal feeling car. There are some things that, you know, it's a hybrid obviously, but in terms of stigma, the power steering is actually snappy and has feedback responsive based on speed. And the brakes are the best hybrid regenerative brakes I've ever tested. In a Prius, you hit the brakes and you're actually not hitting the brakes, you're hitting a generator that actually uses engine braking to recharge the battery. And then when you hit on the brakes harder, it activates the real service brakes. Because of that, the hybrid brakes are really grabby and just like jerky. In this car, there's none of that. You hit the brake and the pedal will modulate the feel based on like what speed you're going. So all of that transition is completely seamless. So this car is very normal to drive in terms of being a hybrid. It also does have 196 combined horsepower. So it gets up and goes better than any 4-cylinder Accord would, which is kind of funny. As you can see, you have a really nice gauge cluster unique to the hybrid. All these LED indicators around the gauges change color depending on your driving habit. I believe white is inefficient and blue is efficient or whatever, or average. So that's really nice looking. And then coming over here, you have Honda standard iMid display. The EXL will give you the touchscreen, and of course navigation, you'll have a dual screen. I don't like the dual screen setup. I think it's too complicated. I like the fact that they kept the buttons nice, big, and simple. And all of the buttons are very nice feeling material. Let's turn this on. You have a 6-speaker sound system. So I'll go ahead and tune into something I know. It's a 6-speaker sound system, and I haven't modified the sound yet, so it's probably not at its best, but it sounds really, really nice for a standard system. Down here, dual zone automatic climate control, and you also have rear air vents, which is very nice, and your rear defroster over here. You have some nice storage, 12-volt power outlet, and a full USB port in here. You also have a nice rubber-lined storage console. Coming up here to the steering wheel, you have all your cruise control over here in the new Honda wheel fashion. You have your navigation for the driver's information display right here. You can see your miles per gallon, car status. You can change your settings, oil life, all that good stuff up here, which is very nice. Now this car only has 17 miles on it. My dad did tell me I can drive it around. I just have to call him and tell him I'm taking it somewhere. However, he bought this car with 8 miles and he's only driven it home from the dealership and parked it here. They're on a trip right now. They're not going to be back until actually later today. So I don't want to drive his car. You know, he just got it. Like, I already drove one of these. I'm not going to take it anywhere on video, at least maybe till May. So sorry about that. Over here, you have Bluetooth hands-free link and your source navigation, which is very nice for the AM, FM, CD, all that stuff over here. You can do that straight from the steering wheel, which I really like, and your volume. I really like these new rockers too. They feel really good in the hand. It's a lot better than the old school controls Honda used to have. Your day-night dimmers for the display over here. You can pretty much just adjust your brightness. See, it's back to daytime. Coming down here, you have an e-brake, and you have a CVT automatic transmission. That's the best tuned gearbox in the segment. I personally drove it. I can't tell you much about it without driving the car on camera, so I'll wait until I show you that. You also have your EV mode, which will actually run the vehicle on full electric power for a specified amount of mileage. Very nice. This one also does come standard with the rear backup camera like most Hondas have these days. Also does have guidance lines with active trajectory, which is very nice. Down here, dual cup holders with the spring-loaded adapters, which is very nice instead of just having a piece of rubber. You have a very nice leather stitched armrest, a 12-volt power outlet, an auxiliary port, and some nice felt lining. Coming over here, you have a damp glove box and your owner's manual. This particular one also does have the window sticker. I believe they tucked it inside this folder though, so not going to bother with that. All the upper dash materials are padded right up to the windshield. Coming around to the kind of wood grainish insert over here, And then it switches to very nice high quality hard touch plastic. This interior is one of the best among the Accords I've ever been in, hands down. Up here, sunglass holder, and your regular push incandescent bulbs, best kind to have in my opinion. You can swap these out for LEDs if you really want to. And you also have the blue LED that will cast some light down at night with the headlights on and light this area up, which is very nice. Driver does have a sun visor with a reading mirror and light. We'll go ahead and open up the chrome door handle, pop the hood in the trunk. Should we go ahead and unlock the rest of the car first? That would be nice. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you can see just how much legroom there is back here. It's insane. Stepping in, I'm about 6'1", 6'2". The seat's in my dad's driving position, and I have a limousine amount of room back here, especially with headroom too, which is very nice. Coming up here, all the interior quality follows through with the exception of this little piece right here, no big deal. You have a nice padded leather insert with contrast stitching back here, and the padded armrest, and your power window control obviously. Coming over here, you have a very nice padded armrest with cup holders, in typical Honda fashion. And what I really like about this thing is you have rear air vents. Thank God. I love these, especially for if you're having people back here. So it's all very, very nice. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and check out the trunk. Oops. You can see back here, trunk space is limited because of the hybrid battery. That was a big problem. And the seats do not fold. You can store some things on here. However, it still fits my dad's golf clubs. That's all he wanted. And of course, because it's a hybrid, you don't have a spare. You have the fix-a-flat kit kind of thing with a compressor. We never even used the spare in this car in 150,000 miles. I doubt we're going to need it in this. So, no big deal. You also do have a trunk liner, which is very nice. This car does have four-wheel analog disc brakes, as well as McPherson strut suspension in the front and double wishbone in the rear. One thing I don't like about the hybrid is how they angled the exhaust tip down. I think it would be better if they just left the chrome outlet like the rest of the Accords have. But this vehicle is brand new. It just came out. It's only in it's barely into its second year of production. They'll probably fix that along the way. You see back here. You have a manual passenger seat. And of course, interior quality follows through on the passenger side as well. Up front, you have projector beam headlamps with a blue shroud because it's a hybrid, and LED daytime running lamps that look very nice. And under here, you have a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder with VTEC direct injection and an electric motor. Combined output is 196 horsepower. I don't remember its torque off the top of my head. You have a hood liner. And it's actually a really nice looking engine bay. So that's very nice. As you can see, now these Michelin Energies are actually really good tires. I did test drive a Touring one of these, same tires. Handles really well, especially for, you know, this being a heavier car. It's actually not that heavy. This one only clocks in around 33 or 3,400 pounds, I'm not quite sure. With 196 horsepower under the hood and all that torque, it'll move. As you can see up here, you have a really nice fin. This is my favorite part of the car back here, is the fin, the deck lid spoiler, and the LEDs. As you can hear, the vehicle has switched over to electric power because it is a hybrid, obviously. Which is very nice. Well guys, hope you enjoyed my initial tour of this 2015 Accord Hybrid. I know it wasn't that great and it was kind of jumpy, but I'm very new to this car, so I'm learning a little bit about it. Very impressed with the car. We love it. He's really excited about it. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos to come on it. Go ahead and shut it down. As you can see, you have an eco score that rates you on your driving. The thing's brand new. We haven't driven it, so only has half a leaf. It's kind of funny. As you can see, that's very nice. Those LED indicators look sweet too. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and as always, do leave a comment below and subscribe for more.